Much love and much light. I hope all is well for all you guys and goddesses out there. I just wanted to do a quick video on small, big ways to fight depression and anxiety. So, these are just ways that I myself um, keep a positive outlook on life every day. It could be a little difficult, facing the world, especially with everything going on, especially being a mom, especially when you're healing. So these are just simple ways that help me fight anxiety and depression. So the first one I do is get out of bed. So for a lot of people, getting out of bed might be a lot, especially if you're really depressed or you have a lot of anxiety. But the important part about getting out of bed is that I make the bed after I get out of it. So keeping, the bed nice and tidy and neat, it really helps to uplift me and keep my day positive. Like if I had a messy bed, I can really see how having a messy bed in a messy room really slow me down. So when I fix the bed and I make it neat, put the nice pillows on the bed or whatever the case may be, it really helps me see the beauty of my bed and be grateful to have a bed. All right. Um, so speaking of that, the next one would be keeping your house clean and tidy. So if you haven't heard before, whenever your space is messy, it most of the time represents your mental space and what's going on within. So if you have a messy space, everything is unorganized, including your car. Um, Most of the time, it's because what you're thinking inside is all over the place. Like you're just all over the place. So um, what you see on the outside really helps within, and what happens within really helps without. It's like as above, so below. So keeping your house clean helps to uplift your moods and help uplift your spirit. If you don't believe me, try cleaning your house. Get rid of all the stuff that no longer serves you in your house. If it's just laying around and you really don't need it and you're just walking over it, toss it out, give yourself more space, and watch how your environment just changes. What I also do is I like to keep things in my house like an oil diffuser. So the oil diffuser is just water with essential oils, and I put lavender, all different types of oil, but right now I have lavender in there, and it just helps calm the area and the atmosphere. Just the smell of it, the smell is a sense that is really good. So if you smell stinky things, you're most of the time you're gonna feel kind of low. So if you smell things that are uplifting, like flowers or things that just smell good, it's really gonna help uplift you. So you can try all diffusers. I also like to do Himalayan salt lamps, and again, the site of the lamp is like a nice orange glow hue. It's really relaxing. It's not like a real bright light, so it could be a good night light, but the color is really relaxing, and it's a great thing to put in your house as decor and just to, keep you calm. It's real dope. You guys can look that up. It's a Himalayan salt lamp. It has a lot of other um, things that it does also, so you can check that out. So another thing that I do is drinking a lot of water. So keeping my body hydrated really helps me stay positive. Like whenever I'm not drinking enough water, I actually could use some water right now. Whenever I'm not drinking enough water, I feel it. So whenever I have water in me, I'm flushing out my body. Everything's getting cleaned out. It really makes a difference. So I try to drink a lot of liquid. So I drink water or I drink herbal tea, and I'll use just loose herbs, nothing fancy. I'll put them in a pot with water, and then I'll just drain them in like a little strainer with the over the cup and just drink the tea. You could put I put agave in it sometimes, but not really. But I just to drink and stay hydrated. It's really good. It keeps your skin nice and clean, and it just keeps you moisturized. It's really good. We need to be moisturized. We shouldn't be dry. Um, Another thing I do is I forcefully smile, like this right here, just like that. Yeah. I force myself to smile because I'm not really a smiley person, or I have not been. I'm about to be a smiley person. I remember when I was younger and I would try to force my smile, like in school, people would be like, "Are you okay? Like, is everything all right?" Even at work, they'd be like, "Are you good? Like, did you do something? What you do?" It's like, nah, I'm just trying to smile, man. So like force yourself to smile. Like you could smile in the mirror, you could just be driving and force yourself to smile. It will feel strange at first, and that's okay, because you're not used to it. But smiling is actually really good for you. Give it a try. Another thing that I do to fight depression is I work on breathing. So I take deep breaths, just and basically when you're breathing, you want to breathe correctly because we as humans don't breathe correctly. So when you're inhaling, your belly is expanding, so your belly's going to be pushing out because you're inhaling all that air into your lungs. And when you're exhaling, your belly's going to deflate, so you're going to suck all that air out and push it out. All right, and I like to do about five, at least 5 to 10. You know, sometimes I'll go up to 20 depending on how anxious I'm feeling. But that really helps bring me back down to earth and calms my heart down because I'll get like rapid heartbeat if I'm too anxious. So, and again, that also contributes if I'm not drinking enough water. Like all of this will just help with my anxiety. So, this is just something that I do. Um, I also like to light candles. Candles are very relaxing to me. So, I light a candle probably every day just to see the flames burn. That's just me. Like everybody's different. Some people might like water, maybe like a fountain, like in the house, like a little image of a, not an image, but sometimes they have like the little fountains you can put on your dresser. I might get that eventually one day, but right now I just like lighting candles is easier to get access to. Um, and I also like to take baths. So baths really calm me down, nice warm baths. And I'll light candles around it. I'll put my crystals around my bath. Also, I'll do spiritual baths, and those help calm me down and bring me, back into my body. I really feel like when we are depressed or anxious, they're different, but it could be the same for some. Um, we're really out there, and these exercises really help to bring me back down and ground me into my body, um, so that I'm not out there, right? If nobody else is to bring me back, I got to bring myself back. So I'm not around people often, especially with everything going on. So we have to know how to bring ourselves back down. You feel me? You feel me? So another way that I fight depression is I do nature walks. So it's not always easy to do a nature walk with our toddler, but sometimes I'll find places to do nature walks with her, that she can hang with. If not, I'll find time alone. And again, that's another important thing is time alone. So I like to take nature walks alone, and that's how I have my time alone. And that really helps to ground me, just watching trees and being in nature and spending time by myself. It really just helps me focus. Like, it's really important that we know how to spend time with ourselves. And when you're depressed and anxious, sometimes it could be really hard to spend time with yourself. So all these things that I'm doing are really forceful activities, I'm not gonna lie, but they're really necessary activities when you want to think about your emotional mental health, you know what I mean, even physical health. So another thing I have on this list is working out. Working out to me, sweating, getting all them toxins out by sweating. This is what I feel like I'm doing, which is, what we are necessarily doing. But working out, feeling my strength, realizing that I'm capable of doing something that, I might not have thought I've done. Same, I also do yoga. So trying to build flexibility and doing something that I might not have felt like I could do. It's just like a practice. So I try to work out every day, and just make sure I get a really good sweat on, to kind of bring me back down. Again, this is all forceful. Like when you want to fight depression, you're actually fighting it. You're not just like, oh, I'm just gonna do this. No, you have to fight. You have to put your all into it because we are here to live. We are here to live a great life. We're meant to live a great life. And a lot of the experiences that we're experiencing are not easy. So don't think that what you're going through, you're crazy. You're not crazy. It's just, it's a lot to deal with. And we weren't raised correctly on how to deal with anxiety or depression. Some of us, like me, didn't even know we was dealing with depression or anxiety. We was just out here, just living, just going through the motions. So this is why I'm making this list. Um, Let me see. Another thing that I like to do is cooking healthy, colorful meals. So Um, this is why it's important to watch what you eat, because what you eat really takes a part on how you feel emotionally and mentally. I know this might sound off, but if you eat something that was stressed out before it died or before you cooked it, you're gonna feel stressed out. Just like if you eat something that somebody makes, if they were stressed out when they made it, that's why you gotta be mindful with who cooks your food or who you eat from. You will feel the emotions of them. You know what I mean? When they cook with love, you feel with love, you taste the love. It's a big difference. So also be mindful of who you eat behind, right? Or who cooks meals for you. When you cook, you want to cook with love. So cooking healthy, colorful meals to me bring love into my food. So whether that be smoothies or salads or just things that take a lot of creativity, this is why it's kind of cool to be in a transitioning phase of being vegan, and not cooking the way we used to, because there's so much colors in vegetables and fruits. Um, and what I like to do when I cook is I like to sing and I like to dance. So I make songs when I cook and I dance around when I cook. And if not, I'll just dance and sing with my daughter. It's very important that we do that. Again, this is very forceful. Like, I'm not a person that does this, but I understand the life that I want to manifest, and I deserve a happy life, and I deserve to be in a happy mind state. So I'm forcing myself to do these things so that I am not depressed, so that I know how to control anxiety if it comes about. I'm not saying that these are going to get rid of them 100%. I'm just saying that you need to be more knowledgeable on things instead of being afraid of them. You feel me? You feel me? And last but not least, what I do is I write about it. So I can write about my day, which most of the time I don't write about my day all the time, but I'll just write about what's on my mind so that it just gets out of my mind, if that makes sense. Like, it's cool, some people are like, oh, I share it with people, but sometimes it's not even about that. It's about, the relationship you have with yourself. So I share it in my book. I write it down, and again, that just helps me release it, get it out, put it on paper. And most of the times, which I'm gonna start doing, which I have been doing more, I don't even read what I write. So it really gets out and I just forget about it. Then I'll go back to it maybe like a month later, or whenever I pick up my journal and flip back. I have so many books of writing. I'm like, oh, I overcame that. Oh, that doesn't bother me anymore. Oh, this is book work. This is a new book, so this is just a little bit compared to what room I got. But yeah, and then get you a cute book. Like, this book is a traveling book, because I really want to travel. I want to make traveling a thing, for my life and for my family's life, is to constantly travel and get to know the world and the people of the world. You feel me? You feel me? So these are the things that I do to help fight depression. Little things and big ways. So I hope this video helped. And I hope that you will try these ways, because you are special. Your life